Do you also freeze while speaking English? What if I told you there is one small rule that can make your English flow instead of freezing? Because today we are going to break that freeze. Speak as if you are a normal human being, because you are not a dictionary, you are not a robot. This is the start of your real transformation. So let's dive in and give your voice the freedom. It's been waiting for you guys. Hey, I'm Shalima, your English coach, and welcome to our day 3 of our 30 days spoken English course, series 2. So if you watch day 1 and day 2, you have already taken the first step towards fluency. But just watching day 1, day 2 won't be enough. So first you must stay consistent for the next 30 days and writing down everything I teach you in your notebook, following the practices, tips, and practicing exactly the way you form sentences by applying each rule. And let me tell you guys, this is the easiest way to learn English and to start speaking it, because I have designed everything in this 30-day course so well that you will learn something new every single day and start making new sentences on your own. And by the end of day of 30, you could become a fluent speaker, or you might not. There are two kinds of learners. Let me tell you why I am telling you, maybe you will not. See, there are two kinds of learners. One, those who watch the video in the excitement and then leave. And the second one, those who watch, write things down, keep them in their mind all the day and today. So you just decide which kind of learner you are. You decided first which kind of learner you are, because you have learned the rule. So you will build all your sentences using it, right? And this is how by the end of you will become successful in speaking English. Now it depends on which learner you are, okay? The one who watches and goes, or the one who watches and implements. So let me know in the comments, alright? And let's get started with today's class, which is day 3. Which is going to be very, very important. In just a minute, guys, I'll teach you 2 new structures that will help you start speaking English immediately. Yes, so be with me till the very end of this video, because I'll teach you so many things which is important for your English. So now let's focus on our first rule that you will use again and again when talking about yourself. Now let's begin with the first part of this video, because here I'm going to share you rule number 1, which is I am plus action word with ing form. So when you talk about what you are doing right now or very near now, you use this structure I am plus verb like action word and then ing in that, because I is the subject that you, am is the form of the verb to be that goes with I, okay? Then you add the main verb with ing, alright? It is called, present participle. So all together, let me tell you the example. I am eating food. I am recording this video. So now let me tell you one thing, why this form is using with I, alright? Because you are describing an action in progress, like something you have started and are continuing right now or around now. So you are not describing a habit or a fixed truth. This is something happening in the moment, alright? Because like here I would like to give you one tip, like to build the habit of thinking in English, ask yourself, what am I doing right now? And then say out loud, I'm checking my phone, I'm writing the script, I'm talking with you, I'm recording my video, right? So you will train your brain to use the rule automatically. So now here I'm going to show you the example which connects you more for your everyday life. The first one is I am cooking dinner. I am reading a message on phone. I am practicing English with you. I am listening to music while I work. I am planning my next video for YouTube. Now, there is a challenge for you guys. Can you tell me what are you doing right now? So whatever you are doing, please let me know in the comment section. Alright, by using the rule number 1, which is I am plus plus action word with ing form. Alright. Now that you have seen how to use I am plus action word with ing, now let's put it into action. Alright. Get ready for a quick mini quiz to test your understanding. Alright. So mini quiz, and the rule is on my screen. See, I am giving you the instruction. First of all, choose or write the correct sentences using I am plus verb ing like action word in the correct sentences. So it fits rule number 1 properly. Alright, the first sentence is on my screen. I dash 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 in bracket plan my weekend trip right now. You have to fill it with the correct form. Alright, second one is right now I am in bracket watch a video and am editing it at the same time. Alright, now the third one is I am always in bracket forget. So you have to use this, alright, you have to use the rule and make it correct. Now the fourth one is I dash dash work in that bracket and here for 5 years. Now correct the sentences to use it I am plus action word with ing appropriately. And so the last one is, the fifth one is at this moment I dash dash in the bracket cook dinner and I am talking to you on my phone. You can just take it as a challenge and fill it and leave it in the comment section. Alright, so now before we learn rule number 2, I'll share the description of day 2's video, and after that I'll also link that video because I'll show you that video on my screen also. Once you have learned both rules, and you will explain the video in your own words. Alright, and this will help you to practice more and train your mind to think in English. So first I'll describe day 2's video. For those of you who have been watching from day 1, you already know what to do, right? So let's begin. The video is on my screen. Alright, this is the day 2 video. So here I am going to describe it in my own words. So the first of all, she stacked up the round biscuits on the table. Then she used a mortar and pestle to crush them into a fine powder. Then she poured the biscuit powder into a wok. Then she added a large scoop of and stirred it well. Alright. Then she sifted the mixture through a sieve into a bowl. Then poured oil into the sifted flour and whisked it thoroughly to get a thick, smooth golden mixture. So this was the description of the video. I have received many descriptions in my comment and I have seen many of you have described well. So now I think you are taking the interest in my videos. So now I am going to show you a new video on my screen which is related to today's rule. So when you describe a video in English, you are doing more than just watching it. So you are using English actively. You practice writing, notice new words, think about grammar and express your ideas. Over a time, you will find your English becomes more natural. So after we finish today's lesson, I'll ask you to describe the video in the comment. Alright, first of all, you can watch the video and watch the full video, and at the end you just go back and rewind it, watch the video and describe the video in the comment. Alright, or on your notebook also in English. Trust me, it will boost your skill, guys. So watch my 30 days video every single day. Alright, and describe the video, whatever the video I will share. And learn the rules, structures and vocabulary, idiom, whatever I am teaching you in these 30 days. Alright, I promise your English will be fluent in next 30 days, guys. Now, it's time to tell you rule number 2. And the rule number 2 is he is, she is, either you can use he is or she is plus action word with ing. So, I have told you what are the action words are in my day 1 video, and this rule shifts the subject from I to he, she, that is third person singular. So we say he is or she is with verb ing to talk about what someone else is doing right now or around now. So it uses the same present continuous structure, but the subject plus to be plus verb ing. Alright, in your own words I am telling you. Now the structure again I am telling you, he or she is plus action verbs with ing form. Alright, for example, she is doing her homework. Alright, now let me tell you why this rule, because in conversation you often talk about others, not just yourself. So using using this correctly makes you sound fluent and confident when discussing what people are doing. Alright, so here I would like to share you 5 example sentences which connects your everyday life. Alright, so the number 1 is, he is watching a game on TV. Number 2, she is speaking on the phone. Number 3, he is reading the newspaper in the morning. Number 4, she is cooking lunch right now. Number 5, he is working from his home. Alright, now there is a challenge for you guys. Can you pick a person you know and describe what they are doing right now? For example, my friend is studying for an exam. My brother is playing football. Like that. So choose a person and describe what he is doing right now. Describe it in the comment. Leave the comments in my comment section. Alright. Now, here I would like to tell you a quick comparison. Alright. And I will also share you a tip which will help you to speak English fluently. So now here I am going to give you a few tips which will help you a lot while speaking. So with I am plus verb ing, you talk about yourself. That is, I can say I am shooting my video. Alright. Now with he, she is verb first form with ing. You talk about someone else, like she is learning English. So, use these to paint a picture of what's happening at this moment. And this makes your English dynamic and alive. So guys, what you can do is, you can just make the sentences, use the structure and make the sentences in the comments right now. Right now you start your practice. Alright? Now, here I would like to tell you a bonus tip. Now, here I would like to give you a bonus tip. When you see action around you, alright, in the videos or in real life, pause and mentally say they are doing that, he is doing this. And this habit builds automatic uses of present continuous, like the rule which I have shared with you right now. Now guys, let's do a mix shadowing practice. But first of all, let me tell you what is shadowing. I'm always telling you about shadowing, because shadowing is a thing which will help you to speak and copy the speaker's tone, speed and pronunciation, and it helps you sound more natural and fluent, just like a native English speaker. So you can just do one thing, you can just shadow with me and now you can repeat after me without stopping. Alright, because right now whatever I am going to tell you, it will help you a lot, because now I am going to tell you the steps into a real life scenarios at the airport. You will listen to the story and repeat each line right after me. Alright, I mean exactly like you are at that moment and speaking and listening together, and I'll be the narrator and you will shadow with me using I am, he is, she is, with action words and ing. So are you guys ready for this? Get ready to match my tone, speed and mood as if you are right there. So let's get started. This is a kind of role play, alright, and the scenario is airport. Alright, so here the scene is at the checking in counter of an airport. Alright, so I am walking into the airport lobby with my suitcase and carry-on bag. She is standing at the check-in counter and showing her passport to the agent. He is scanning his boarding pass and waiting for his luggage to be tagged. I'm asking, excuse me, I am checking in her flight BA123 to London. Am I at the right counter? So here is the scenario. The agent is typing on the counter and replying to you. Yes, you are at the right counter. Then counter person, I'm checking your ticket now. She is placing her bag on the scale and saying, I'm paying the extra baggage fee, please. Alright. I'm stepping aside and stretching while I'm waiting for the boarding pass. Now, great job guys. Great job with our shadowing practice. Now, let's shift gear and focus on the vocabulary that will bring your sentences to life. Ready to discover the words that will power your speaking. Alright, so let's dive in guys, because remember, the right word can make your English 10x more expressive. Alright, so let's jump right in. And you know what guys? Vocabulary is the real fuel of your English speaking engine. The more words you know, the more confidently you can express your thoughts. It's not about using big words, it's about using the right word at the right time. So today let's learn a few powerful words which start with letter A. Alright, the word number 1 is affect. Affect means to have an influence on something. For example, that experience affected my way of thinking. Word number 2 is amaze. Amaze. Amaze means to surprise someone greatly. For example, he amazed everyone with his fluency in English. Number 3, appreciate. Appreciate. Appreciate means to be grateful for something. For example, I appreciate your effort in practicing every day. Alright, great job learning those A words. Now we are going to step into something a little more colorful, that is called idioms. These are the phrases that native English speakers uses all the time, but their meaning might not be obvious just from the whole words themselves. So let's dive in and explore why idiom make your English sound more natural, right? So the idiom number 1 is under the weather. Under the weather. So under the weather means not feeling well. So whenever you are not feeling well, you can use this, alright, under the weather. For example, I am feeling a bit under the weather today, so I'll skip the gym. Number 2, bite the bullet. Bite the bullet means to endure something unpleasant or face a difficult situation. For example, I had to bite the bullet and tell him the truth. So these are the 2 idioms, alright. Now that we have unlocked these powerful idioms, and it's time to wrap up our session, and let's take a moment to reflect on what we have learned and set you up to practice them in your daily English conversation. So learning another language is not only learning different words for the same things, but learning another way to think about things. Alright, so you have done fantastic today. And let's quickly look back at what we have covered. So first we explored rule number 1, that is I am plus action word with ing. Alright, like how you talk about what you are doing right now, and then we move into rule number 2, that is he, she, is plus action word with ing, like how you can speak about others doing something in the moment. And after that, after that we have practiced with our shadowing, with the story, and you have repeated, you have felt it. If you haven't did it, you just pause the video, again go back and do that. Alright, next you have learned a strong set of vocabulary words starting with A. I encouraged you to use them in your daily life guys. And finally, we dived into 20 everyday and 2 everyday idiom that will make your English sound more natural and fluent. So remember guys, this is day 3 of our 30 days spoken English journey. So every step you take, every sentence you practice is building your fluency. And one day, one rule, one phrase at a time. Alright. So here what I want you to do next, pick one sentence. This is your homework. Alright. To pick one sentence from today's shadowing and say it out loud at home, on your walk, or with a friend. Alright. Use one of the A word in your conversation and try to include one idiom in your speaking or writing just once. Alright. So if you keep doing this every single day, by the end of our 30 days course, you will be speaking English with more confidence than ever. Alright, than ever before. So if you found this lesson helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Alright. and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will get the notification and don't miss my next video in our series of 30 days. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I am proud of you. I'll see you in my day 4 video, and get ready, stay focused and keep speaking your English, and you have got this. So this is Shalima signing off. Take care and speak English with confidence. All the best.